In this video, I'll be reviewing the first episode of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 2, titled The Hollow Ones. Since Part 2 has now been officially released, here's how we'll do it. First, I'll cover what I enjoyed, then what didn't work so well for me, and finally I'll give the episode a score out of 10. Before we start, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the episode yet, go watch it and then come back to this video. With that out of the way, let's jump in. Let's talk about what I enjoyed, which is actually a lot. The opening part of Aaron's flashback was great. It showed exactly what happened to him at the end of Season 2, why the portal exploded and how he and Ross got separated from the Forbidden Five. There's more to that flashback, but I'll save my thoughts on that for later. I also love the dynamic between Aaron and Sora now that they're reunited. Even though Sora's joined Ross, she openly questions his actions and leadership, something we didn't see from Aaron in Part 1. It highlights just how different their personalities are, and it makes this trio way more interesting to watch. Eagle's passing was another scene I really enjoyed. The voice acting was perfect, and Wildfire's reaction felt raw and real. Honestly, it might be one of her best scenes in the entire show so far. And before I move to the negatives, I have to mention Candelaria. I wasn't a fan of her character in Season 2, but here she actually worked for me. She's still a little irritating, but her calling Raz an angry cat and telling him to smile more, genuinely funny. Especially because Raz is such a strong, intimidating villain. So, let's talk about what I didn't enjoy about this episode. The second half of the flashback wasn't that great, because it replaced way too much from Season 3 Part 1. This is one of the drawbacks of splitting a Season 2. When you watch Season 3 straight through, you basically see the ending twice, back to back. I'm also mixed on Jay here. Compared to how threatening he was as Rogue, he's way too annoying in this episode. Yes, there are some good jokes in his interaction with Nia and Lloyd. Too bad it drags on for too long, making it too much exposition all at once. Finally, this is something minor, but the decision to cut the scene in Abracalabria to show Rontu coming to live at the monastery breaks the flow so much. It would have made more sense if she accepted Ryu's proposal to move in, having the same outcome and not cutting the fight in half. Anyway, that is a small detail, and overall I really enjoyed this episode. It's a strong start for this part. I give it a 9 out of 10. And that wraps up this review. Check out my reviews for the other episodes, and I'll see you in the next one.